Captain Amarinder Singh, first of all, of course, we want to know how is your health, how are you doing? Because
Absolutely
everybody wants
perfect.
to know.
Perfect. I had a problem with my back, which was an old injury, but it's now on the mend. I had to have some surgery performed on it, and that was now 3 years ago. So, but it takes time. But at the moment, I'm fighting fit.
And how do you see Punjab? Punjab kaisa chal raha hai? How do Captain Amarinder Singh see Punjab right now?
I think Punjab is going through its worst phase of ever, apart from the terrorist period, which was there in 84, pre-84. But now it is different. It's one, of course, gangsterism is at its fore. Pakistan is supporting drugs and weapons and all coming in. That's one side of the story. The economy of the state is in miserable shape. Your power situation is bad. Your farmers are suffering. Today, now look at this damage which has been caused by the rains. They are not going to be able to put their current crop in. So, overall the situation is sad.
सरकार को आप कैसे देखते हैं? बिकॉज सरकार बार बार ये क्लेम कर रही है कि अब इन्वेस्टमेंट भी बहुत ज्यादा लेके आ रहे हैं, ये बोल रहे हैं कि युद्ध नशे विरुद्ध जो है वो चल रहा है पंजाब में.
नहीं, ऐसे कोई सरकार नहीं कर सकती. बातें हैं, हालात बनेंगे ठीक तो फिर इंडस्ट्री अपने आप आ जाएगी. एंड अगर हालात अच्छे नहीं रहेंगे, ऑब्वियसली नोबडी इज गोइंग टू कम. अब इंडस्ट्री तो समझ छोड़ के जा रही है. अब ये देखो, बड़े जो हाउसेस हैं पंजाब के, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, कोई चला गया राजस्थान, कोई चला गया छत्तीसगढ़, कोई चला गया मध्य प्रदेश. क्यों? बिकॉज यहाँ से इनकी दे फील के यहाँ स्टेबिलिटी नहीं है. पाकिस्तान का कुछ नहीं पता. पाकिस्तान की गैंगस्टरिज्म इज नॉट बीइंग कंट्रोल्ड. रोज तो कत्ल होते हैं यहाँ. सो ये सारी बातें जब तक, एक तो सरकार की तरफ से सुधारने आना पड़ेगा, दूसरी तरफ जब हालात अच्छे बन जाएंगे, प्रोवाइडेड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो. अब आप लकी होंगे अगर आप बात करते करते बिजली नहीं गई. मेरे तो बिजली 10-12 दिन चली जाती है. तो अगर 10-12 दिन में फैक्ट्री बंद हो जाए तो कैसे कौन काम करेगा यहाँ? दिस इज अनफॉर्चुनेट बात है. लेकिन ये गवर्नमेंट को वेकअप करना चाहिए. ये कोई गवर्नमेंट है? देखो, मैंने बताओ, 9.5 साल मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर रहा हूँ. एक दिन मुझे ना कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट ने, ना प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने मुझे कहा है कि कुछ करो, ये करो या वो करो या फलाना करो. मैं तो जो ठीक समझता पंजाब के लिए मैं करता था. सिर्फ एक बार जब मैंने पानी का मसला किया था, उस टाइम मेरे से उन्होंने टेलीफोन किया और क्या कर दिया. मैंने कहा पंजाब के लिए मैं किया जो किया. मैंने वो बिल पास करवा दिया था असेंबली में. तो ये यहाँ तो ये तो चलाता ही नहीं है. तो टेलीविजन पे आता है सिर्फ अपना मुंह दिखाने के लिए. अदरवाइज ये तो टूरिंग नहीं करता है. इसको सिसोदिया चलाता है, या वो जो दूसरा आदमी है, पता नहीं, जिसने थप्पड़ उस एमपी को, लेडी एमपी को मारा था, वो चलाता है. बड़ी फाइलें जो हैं वो जाती हैं केजरीवाल के पास. ऐसी गवर्नमेंट चलती है क्या?
बट सरकार बार बार यही क्लेम कर रही है. अभी जैसे जापान टूर पे हो गया सीएम, और ये बोल रहे हैं कि 900 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट आने वाली है युद्ध नशे विरुद्ध.
अच्छा, उसको बोलो. अब मैं देखता हूँ, मेरे से शर्त लगा ले, 2 साल इसके 1.5 साल पड़े हैं, अगर 1 रुपया भी आया उधर से. ये तो ऐसे कहने की बातें होती हैं. कहानी कैसे जस्टिफाई करेगा कि मैं जापान गया हूँ, पंजाब का इतना पैसा लगाया और मैं बगैर कुछ चीज वापस आ गया? कहना था कुछ पड़ेगा ये उसको. और उसने कह दिया कि मेरे बड़े 900 करोड़ आएगा या 1000 आएगा. कौन आएगा इधर? कोई भी नहीं आएगा. हालात बना लो फिर आएंगे.
सरकार ये भी बोल रही है कि लोग बहुत खुश है कि फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिल रही है, और अब फिलहाल एक और स्कीम, हेल्थ स्कीम आने वाली है.
फ्री इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिल रही है ना, यही तभी तो ये हो रहा है. हाउ कैन कोई गवर्नमेंट कोई चला सकती है सब कुछ फ्री देके? मैं भी देता था, बट टू अ लिमिटेड पोर्शन. जितना गरीब लोग थे उनको, जैसे मैंने लेडीज के लिए फ्री बस कर दिए थे, बिकॉज आई थॉट उनको जरूरत है. किसी को फ्री, जहाँ गरीब लोग हैं जिनकी 5 एकड़ जमीन है, उनके लिए फ्री पावर कर दिया था. ये तो सब कुछ ही सब दिए जा रहे हैं. तो गवर्नमेंट कहाँ से, रेवेन्यू कहाँ से आएगी? कैसे चलाओगे आपको पावर इंडस्ट्री को? यू कांट डू इट.
आप क्या बोलते हैं कि क्या सजेशन, अगर आपको सजेशन देना हो भगवंत मान गवर्नमेंट को, व्हाट सजेशन?
Please leave and go and leave Punjab alone. we'll manage it on our own. ये भगवंत मान तो बिल्कुल ही टोटल, ये को देखो, he thinks चुटकुले सुना के आप सरकार चला देते हो. Everything he does, चाहे अपनी कोई पॉलिसी भी हो गई और चुटकुले तौर के सुनाता है. That's not a way to do it. You have to be, government is a serious business. Serious business करने के लिए आपको, you have to understand the problems and properly tackle them. Not make jokes on the thing. आज भी कोई joke इसने बना दिया किसी चीज पे, राजा वडिंग पे, सुनील जाखड़ पे, ऐसे क्या बातें हैं? Is that how the state runs?
सर, आप इसको कैसे देखते हैं कि किस तरीके से एक स्टेट रन होना चाहिए, वो भी स्टेट लाइक पंजाब, बिकॉज पंजाब हैज बीन मार्शल स्टेट, बट नाउ इट हैज बीन रिड्यूस्ड टू अ beggar state, because
it is a beggar state. It's become a beggar state.
Why it has become, and what should be?
देखो, पहली बात तो है, as I was telling you, you have to get the infrastructure right. Now, it is true, our road systems are very good, but these are all national highways. State roads are not in this way that they should be. Number two, air connection. जब मैं था, we had thought of Adhampur, we had thought of Halwara, additional to Chandigarh and Amritsar, ताकि जितना air connectivity हो, अगर फर्ज करो, you are talking about Japan. Now Japanese man comes to Delhi and इसने लुधियाना जाना है, कैसे जाएगा? By train, by car. There's no airline connection. Yeah, you have to improve connectivity. And तभी लोग बाहर से आके, nobody has time to waste. They come to do a job and go. And then of course power is an important issue. Otherwise our people are very hardworking. There's no doubt about it. इसमें कोई problem नहीं है. मैं तो देखे हैं जो मेरे टाइम में भी इंडस्ट्री लगी है, जैसे ट्राइडेंट है फरसोन, ट्राइडेंट की एक्सपेंशन मैंने करवाई थी, या किसी और की जो है, मैंने whatever we could do from our side, हमने लैंड एक्विजिशन की. इनफैक्ट द फर्स्ट फार्मर एजिटेशन जो मेरे खिलाफ लगी, ट्राइडेंट को सपोर्ट करने की, हमने वो एक्सटेंशन की थी. Why? Because of jobs. And what they had said that they will give all ladies jobs. सभी उन्होंने लेडीज, मेरे ख्याल 2000-3000 ladies ले लिया थी. And they used to drop them at home in buses and all. So to get the ladies involved in this, girls involved in this, we did this. And then the industry developed, flourished. आज Trident के जो चीजें हैं बिकती हैं in America, they've got all their contracts in America, so it's a very good thing.
So why do you feel that this government is run by Delhi people, Sisodia or Kejriwal? Why not Bhagwant Mann?
वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, ये सिस्टम ही इनका कुछ और ही है. I don't know what is the reason for this, because either तो चीफ मिनिस्टर समझता नहीं, इसको रखा है एज ए फिगर हेड ताकि वो आपके टेलीविजन पे आए एंड लोग इसको देखें और लोगों को हंसाले एंड दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग. बट अदरवाइज द सीरियस बिजनेस इज डन बाय हिम. You can ask any of our officers, they'll tell you. It's all been done by Sisodia and that other fellow जो थप्पड़ मारने वाला कहता हूँ मैं, नाम नहीं पता उसका क्या है. और तीसरा अपना मेजर फैज go to Kejriwal. He's calling the shots in Punjab. अच्छा, now how does the chief minister of Delhi, who has been there, who has lived somewhere else, know Punjab? अब पंजाब केजरीवाल कहाँ का रहने वाला है? हरियाणा का रहने वाला है. और दिल्ली में इसने इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट में इसने काम किया है सब कहीं. व्हाट डज ही नो अबाउट द निटी ग्रिटी ऑफ पंजाब? मेरे 13,200 गांव हैं यहाँ, गया है हर गांव में, जानता है उनकी क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, बड़े गांव की क्या, माजी की क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, दुआबा की क्या है, मालवी के क्या है. दे डोंट नो. एंड सिटिंग इन दिल्ली ऐसे या कैबिनेट रूम में और फैसले करने, यू कांट डू इट लाइक दिस. I've been 60 years in politics. I don't think there is one village which I have not met in Punjab, gone to meet in Punjab to ask the problem, whether it was जिस गांव में 100 बंदे रहते थे या जिसमें कोई 10 पंचायतें थी, जैसे लौंगोवाल है या हमारा महराज है. They have 8, 9, 10 पंचायत, बड़े गांव हैं, और कुछ गांव तो बिल्कुल ही छोटे से हैं, इस कमरे जितने हैं. So it is it's a different type of everyone has their own problems. ये नहीं समझ सकते इस बात को.
तो सर अभी पंजाब को क्या चाहिए?
पंजाब गुड गवर्नेंस. तभी तो मैं कहता हूँ, people don't like it. Some people in the BJP कि मैं कहता हूँ कि we have to have an alliance with the Akali Dal. क्यों? Not because we can't live without a government. ऐसे नहीं कि हम गवर्नमेंट के बगैर हम रह सकेंगे, लेकिन पंजाब की जरूरत है दैट वी हैव अ स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट। एंड अगर स्टेबल गवर्नमेंट चाहिए देन यू हैव टू हैव एन अलायंस। टुडे जो सिचुएशन बनी है पंजाब में, किसी को इंडिपेंडेंट तौर पे इनको मेजॉरिटी नहीं आएगी, यू विल हैव टू हैव एन अलायंस।
तो सर आप ही की पार्टी में बहुत सारे लोग हैं मिनिस्टर,
वही तो खिलाफ है।
so they don't endorse your views.
They don't. That's their views. These are my views. I'm thinking of Punjab. They are thinking only of the party growing. If the party can only grow, if Punjab grows, अगर पंजाब नहीं ग्रो करेगा तो पार्टी कैसे ग्रो करेगी? एंड वाइस वर्सा, दोनों चीजें होंगी। So we need a strong government, and strong government के लिए you need a good government, and good government can be provided. It's happened before. ये ऐसे जो अभी नहीं चाहते कि अकाली दल और बीजेपी इकट्ठी हुआ, पहले तो इकट्ठे हुए हैं। इन 2007 प्रकाश सिंह बादल एंड बीजेपी वर टुगेदर। उनके मिनिस्टर थे, उनके भी मिनिस्टर थे, गवर्नमेंट अच्छी रही 5 साल। तो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? क्यों नहीं करा सकते? वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट स्ट्रेंथनिंग द पार्टी। दो बातें हो सकती हैं, देखो, या तो आप बिल्कुल ना लड़ो और कहो हम इंडिपेंडेंट लड़ेंगे, फिर तैयार हो जाओ कि 2-3 इलेक्शंस हमें साइड में बैठना पड़ेगा और अपने कार्डर्स को स्ट्रॉन्ग करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन कैन वी अफोर्ड इट? कैन पंजाब अफोर्ड इट? पंजाब रिक्वायर्स अ गुड गवर्नमेंट, एंड इफ गवर्नमेंट कैन कम गुड विद बीजेपी एंड अकाली दल, तो फिर क्यों तकलीफ है किसी को? आप पंजाब को गवर्नमेंट चाहिए, अ गुड गवर्नमेंट जो पंजाब को चला सके, पंजाब के लोग खुश हों, पंजाब की डेवलपमेंट हो, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हो, terrorism can be brought under, gangsterism can be brought under control, drugs can be brought under control. Only a stable government can do it.
तो सर कौन इसके खिलाफ है? Who is not supporting? Who doesn't want?
I don't know. आज भी किसी पेपर ने एक लीडर ने कहा है कि हम वो जो कह रहे हैं वो ठीक कह रहे हैं, लेकिन हम अलग लड़ेंगे। What is the logic in this? अगर ठीक कह रहे हैं तो फिर सोचो कि क्यों ठीक कह रहे हैं, जो उसका कारण क्या है, क्यों कह रहे हैं ठीक। फिर अगर ठीक कह रहे हैं तो why aren't you agreeing?
तो टॉप लीडरशिप क्या बोल रही है अभी कि टॉप लीडरशिप चाहती है, ये आपने खुद पर्सनली बात की कि ऐसा होना चाहिए?
नहीं, मैंने किसी से नहीं बात की। आई हैव नॉट टॉक टू द प्राइम मिनिस्टर और टू द होम मिनिस्टर और समथिंग ऑन दिस। ये तो मुझे आपकी चैनल ने किसने पूछा, मैंने कह दिया जो मैं ठीक समझता हूँ। आखिरकार इन 60 years आई हैव लर्न समथिंग ऑफ पंजाब पॉलिटिक्स। नहीं, सब कुछ तो जानते हैं कि क्या पंजाब कहाँ जा रहा है, क्या लोगों की सोच है, कैसे बदलती रहती है, क्या आज क्या सोच है और कल को क्या हो जाएगी। कुछ तो आइडिया है।
But you feel, of course, strongly that if both can come together, then they can form the government.
It can be. I can tell you today, if Akali Dal, now you will ask me which Akali Dal, 4 Akali Dal है, ये भी नहीं पता कौन सा। तो मैंने कहा कि let us wait to the time जब nearer the election पता लग जाएगा कौन स्ट्रॉन्ग अकाली दल है, उनसे बात करो। एंड जहाँ पॉलिसीज तो उनकी एक ही है, इट इज डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स, बट देयर पॉलिसीज एंड प्रोग्राम्स आर द सेम, देयर इज नो चेंज। मैं तो रहा हूँ वहाँ, मैं तो जानता हूँ उनको, सो इट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम दैट एंगल। बट द क्वेश्चन इज जो स्ट्रेंथ, जो ज्यादा सीट दे सकता है, आफ्टर एंड रिजल्ट तो सीट्स हैं असेंबली में, जितनी सीटें वो कोई दे सकता है और हम दे सकते हैं और कॉम्बिनेशन में हम बना सकते हैं। अदरवाइज यू नो व्हाट विल हैपन, नोबडी विल फॉर्म अ गवर्नमेंट। 3-4 गवर्नमेंट का एक झुंड बन जाएगा, ग्रुप बन जाएगी 3-4 पार्टीज की, एंड दैट विल मेक इट इवन बिगर डिजास्टर देन भगवंत मान।
So what is the plan of BJP for Punjab?
I don't know. I think this has to be decided. BJP keeps its cards very close to its chest. तो अपनी बातें निकालते नहीं बाहर, जैसे कांग्रेस में तो इट वाज जनरल डिस्कशंस यूज्ड टू टेक प्लेस, नॉट इन बीजेपी। बीजेपी द डिसीजंस आर टेकन एट द दिल्ली लेवल एंड वी आर टोल्ड सो कि ये होना है या ये करना है या वो करना है। मैं मुझे तो नहीं, लेकिन हमारे जो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स हैं, हमारे कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट, बीजेपी के प्रेसिडेंट हैं सुनील जी, दे आर टोल्ड व्हाट टू डू।
But are you not consulted, you mean to say?
No, I have not been consulted. They don't consult. So they don't consult, so why should I force myself on anyone? जो पूछेंगे तो मैं बता दूंगा कि मेरे व्यूज क्या है। एंड अगर 60 साल में मैं नहीं जानता कि पंजाब में है, तो फिर मैं कभी भी नहीं जानूंगा, कोई भी नहीं जानेगा कुछ। 60 years is a long time, you know. I fought my first election in 1969. तो कितने साल हो गए देख लो. And somebody like I've been 6 times an MLA, twice an MP, once a minister, twice a chief minister. What more is there required experience?
Are you happy being in this forum? You like advisory role? You want more activity?
No, I am quite happy this way. You know, I haven't been active in the last 2-3 years since I joined the BJP because of my problem. But if they want to have a discussion, they're more than welcome. I keep going to Delhi. It's not कि मैं दिल्ली नहीं जाता. तो मुझे कह दें कि आपसे बात करनी है तो I can coordinate my programs. That's not a problem. But that is for them to decide how they. But उनका system कुछ मुझे और लगता है. कुछ लोग होते हैं उनके थोड़े से जिनमें they discuss and then they tell you what to do. And that's where I find things are different. After all, some of us have been in जो आज हैं बीजेपी में बहुत एक्सपीरियंस वाले लोग हैं. सुनील इज वेरी एक्सपीरियंस्ड. सुनील इज आवर प्रेसिडेंट. इनके फादर हमारे थे स्पीकर भी, एमपी भी पंजाब से, एमएलए भी रहे, मिनिस्टर भी रहे यहाँ. एंड सुनील यूज्ड टू सपोर्ट हिज फादर दैट टाइम. सो यू नो एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं. पूछो सब उनको, टेक द व्यू, फिर फैसला अपना करो. I don't know. I haven't talked to Sunil on this, but from what I understand of the way things are working, it is normally there's a small. They take their decisions. पता नहीं इनका अपना ग्रुप होगा, पंजाब का अलग होगा, हरियाणा का अलग होगा, किसी और का, उनके साथ डिस्कस करके फिर बता देते हैं. यहाँ दिल्ली अपने जो चंडीगढ़ में बैठे हैं कि ये पार्टी से ये करवाना है या वो कराना है.
ये पंजाब के लिए वर्क करेगा ऐसे?
It won't work. It won't work. Punjab is a different area. Look at it. Everywhere the BJP is pulling through. Why not in Punjab? पिछली इलेक्शन देख लो, इलेक्शन सारी देख लो, कितनी सीटें आई, कुछ भी नहीं. Hardly anything.
तो क्या reason है?
Sorry?
What is the reason?
Reason is you don't consult people who have been in the field and who know what to say. देखिए, decisions are taken at the upper level. Even the Congress was taken at the upper level. लेकिन पूछते हमें थे जो. Everyone was asked. Every MLA was asked his views. MPs were asked their views. हम सबको देते थे. यहाँ तो I don't think anyone has asked.
Do you miss Congress for that reason?
Me miss? No, the system I think was different. I miss the system, the broader type of consultation that used to go on over there. I mean, I was, for instance, PCC president 3 times. Okay, लेकिन it doesn't mean that only what I said went. They would ask other MPs, they'd ask other MLAs, then they'd discuss it with me. Okay, this is what people are saying, and I'd say, yes, they are correct, I'm wrong. You know, you were open to these things.
You mean to say there was more democracy? There's more democracy.
Democracy and the value of experience. I think that is what is, which I find is lacking here.
Are you missing Congress? You miss?
Well, I've been a long time. I've seen that I had to leave the Congress once before. If you remember in 1984 when Blue Star took place. So I spent 10 years out, but I felt that Akali Dal I couldn't function with. Because we are brought up on a nationalistic sort of a basis, my family and me and all. But Akali Dal, I always say, their thought process ends at the Ghaggar River, which is the dividing area between where the Punjab border ends. They don't go beyond that. Till now, of course, times have changed. When I was in the Akali Dal, a lot of people hadn't seen Delhi from the Akali Dal. So सोचें क्या हुआ. So I'm talking of 85, 86, that time of period. But so it is a very different system. Every party has its system of working, but their thought process stops at the Ghaggar. That's the end of their thought process. Congress is more flexible in taking views. BJP, I find, is a bit rigid in its approach.
Given the chance, will you go back?
No, question doesn't arise. I never asked to leave. I was just unceremoniously one day just told that I didn't even know. In fact, I was sitting here because that was the COVID period. And I used to come back, go to the office and come back here at night. The doctors wanted that to happen. And I was in the morning reading the papers. Suddenly somebody rang me up and said, why have you called a CLP meeting? I said, I haven't called it. And only CLP meeting can be called by the CLP leader, which was me. So I said, I have not called it. They said, 4 o'clock, everyone, Delhi's been ringing up all night. And they were calling a meeting at 4 o'clock to change me. Now that is something that I cannot accept. After 60 years of being there, you are not answered. If I had offered my resignation to the Congress president earlier, 3 weeks earlier, and I told her, you can find whoever you want to. She said, no, you have to handle the whole thing. And then, had it been, if she had told me that morning that Amarinder, because she called me and said, I think you should resign. I said, sure, ma'am, I'll resign. I'll take time with the governor. I'll go and resign. But if she had told me that was it, just tell me to resign, fine. But that was not it. 4 o'clock, they called the CLP to remove me. And that, I think, is not acceptable.
But for Punjab, if given the chance, again, if Congress approaches you for that matter...
No, the question doesn't arise. Look, you are not now, but you've been a long time in this game, in politics. I've been straight from the army, I came into this game. And now I've made a commitment. I know the Prime Minister very well. I've known the Prime Minister incidentally since the 90s, when he was Prabhari for Punjab and I was the CLP leader, and PCC president. And you can imagine now that's now 30 odd years. So that is fine. That's okay. Now once I've told the Prime Minister, and he invited me to join the party, and I said, I'll certainly join. Because you and I get on. See, what happened with him was, he was Prabhari, I was PCC president, so we used to meet at various places. Second was, when he became Chief Minister, I became Chief Minister. Then he became Chief Minister, I became PCC President again. And then he became Prime Minister, I became Chief Minister. So it was a ding-dong thing going on all the time. And we got to know each other very well.
What do you want from Prime Minister for Punjab? For BJP, Punjab, Alliance?
I think he would do anything for Punjab. I know he has a special affection for Punjab, that I can tell you clearly. Because he's talked to me many times. I'm not talking now. He's so busy with international and national events. But certainly in the older days, before he was Prime Minister, he had a lot of affection. And I think anything we'd ask him to do, he'd do for Punjab. Not only because of his Punjab. It's a very sensitive border state. And he would do it for us.
So what about, how do you see BJP leadership in Punjab? Do you feel that there has to be some change in leadership, or because Sunil Jakhar has given his resignation, not yet accepted?
No, I think BJP has had people who are great stalwarts here. I mean, there's Tarun Chugh here, there is Manoranjan Kalia, there's Ashwini Sharma. These are the few names I know. Frankly, I don't know very many. I know these few people. We've been in assemblies together and we've known each other all the time. These people I know. And there must be more whose name I'm not mentioning now. But at the national level, I don't know anyone. I know the Congress, I know the Home Minister, I know the Prime Minister, I know Naddaji because he's there, and Shekhawat because he was in charge of Punjab at one time, and maybe some of these people who joined ministers now, but they were ex-Congress. I know them. Otherwise, I don't know anyone. So, because I haven't been to Delhi much because of my non-movement. So once I start meeting, then one will get to know them.
And also, I mean, one of your interviews I was hearing, you said that it was very easy to meet Congress High Command as compared to, of course, Prime Minister or Home Minister.
That's true. That is true. I could, if I have a discussion with you now, and I find something important has come in, and I ring up the Congress President, she'll say, come now. And I'd go to Delhi and meet her, or the Prime Minister, or whoever was in charge of that particular problem. I'd go and meet them and they'd come. It's not easy to meet the leadership. Because I think it's quite, the leadership is very involved in so many things. And, I mean, for instance, the Home Ministry is looking after the whole of India. And there are problems all over the country. And apart from the political management, you also got administrative management. And the Prime Minister is looking after the entire world. So he is hardly, I don't know how he does it. Frankly speaking, I'm amazed at the energy he has. And he's not a young man anymore. Yeah.
Given the chance, will Captain Amarinder Singh be Chief Minister of Punjab again?
No, I would not. No, that's enough. I've done enough, I think it's been so many years now. And I've been Chief Minister 10 years nearly, just short of 10 years. I've been a minister. Minister I resigned earlier because of that the Black Thunder which Mr. Banrana did. I was in his government at that time. And but I've been in 6 times in the assembly.
Do you feel Punjab needs Maharaja, Captain Amarinder Singh?
No, I can't say that. I can't say that, but I'll tell you one thing. No matter whether I'm in the government or not, Punjab has given me a lot in 60 years. I have had a lot of affection, a lot of support. And I will, in the next whatever years one has got left, and now that I'm fit, I will move around. And I will try and do what I can for my state because I owe it to Punjab. And I will move around. But that doesn't mean you have to be Chief Minister to do that, or a minister. You can do it on your without being anything.
But what kind of role do you want in BJP?
No, what role I've got. Only thing is, if they want to ask me, they can ask me, and I'll tell them like I'm saying it publicly, that you have to form a government for the sake of Punjab's stability. And therefore, doesn't matter whether you do it with the Akalis or not, you do it. Form a government and get Punjab out of this mess. That only a stable government can do. And you are looking at your party first. Okay, we will form our cadres first and base this here and that. And in the process, what happens? Punjab goes down the drain. So Punjab needs a stable government. And a stable government can be formed only with this combination, as of today. God knows what the future holds, but as of today.
How do you see Criticising Bhagwant?
Who's sir? Sukhbir? Sukhbir, I like Sukhbir. I didn't like his father at all. I thought he was a totally useless man. He was Prakash Singh Badal was unreliable to the core and never stood by what he said. Sukhbir is the opposite. He whatever he says, he does. And I have full confidence that if I have a talk, take Toda. Toda was my major opponent. He was SGPC president. He and I used to fight because he's Patiala, I'm Patiala, so naturally we had a common base. We used to fight. But Toda was a man who never got on with me. But if ever we had an understanding on anything, and he couldn't do it, he would do it. If he couldn't do it, he would ring me up and tell me, I'm sorry, we decided on this, but I can't do it for this reason. I'd say, fine. Prakash Singh Badal would always make commitments and always 100% back out. Nobody trusted him. His own party didn't trust him.
But he's considered Baba Board.
Baba Board. Well, that board also dries up every now and then. And the board is, you know what a board is? Board is the old banyan tree. And it lasts for a long time. And then it goes. But Baba Board was a man, you can, he had an image, he had built an image of being a man of the masses. He'd go, for instance, somebody told me that he'd tie a very nice turban, then he'd go and bang it around to make it look crooked, so that he'd just come after a lot of work, and so people think, oh, but he's been working since the morning. So that's the way he tried to create that image. But otherwise, as a chief minister, I'm told his decision making was okay. He was more concentrating on rural development. He didn't bother about industry and all. It was only rural development. But that was about it.
But it is very interesting.
Politically, he was totally unreliable.
Okay. But very interesting that you are saying that you feel that Sukhbir Badal is more competent.
No, not competent. More of a man who stands by his word. That's what he means. Competence comes with experience. And he has been deputy chief minister and that sort of thing, experience to have, compared to others in the Akalis who has experience. So he has experience. And he will gain experience. When I came from the army and my mother said, you have to fight this seat, our president of the Swatantra Party, Basant Singh, had been killed by terrorists, Naxalites. in those days. And his wife was, a by-election came. I said, what election? I don't know anything about politics and elections. I give a story normally, is that I said, politicians are very odd people. So she said, why? I said, because we used to say that in the army nobody tells a lie. In the political world nobody tells the truth. So I said, this is the way life is, because you tell a lie in the army, then you get your men killed. And here it's a different world altogether. So I said, "Mujhe kahan phasa rahe ho? I don't know this." That's how I came into elections.
Okay, sir, coming back to Congress, Punjab Congress, you must have heard Navjot Kaur Sidhu. She has made allegations that...
That is a very wrong thing for her to do, number one. Unfortunately, that couple is an unstable couple. I've seen them for a long time operating. He was my minister. He was a minister. I had given him 2 portfolios, and he was every day cribbing about the power situation we had. I said, okay, I've got the power. You take my power portfolio, manage it. He quit and left. He doesn't take responsibility. 7 months his files never used to be cleared. It was a total, the fellow was, he's not fit for this job. He was given, Mrs. Gandhi made him a Congress president. What did he do? He ran away. He never did anything for the Punjab party. So, he likes to show off, say things, the gift of the gab he has, and that's about it. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty on the ground, he doesn't do anything. But what she said is a total lie. This business of 500 crores being paid for chief ministers. You know how I became chief minister? I was, the elections we had won, we had got 62 seats. This is 2002. And so I rang up Mrs. Gandhi. I said, ma'am, we have got 200, we won the election. She said, so I've been hearing, I've been watching on television. I said, what would you like me to do, ma'am? She said, go and take the oath. So I went and took the oath. And same thing happened in the next election. But I told her, I said, this time we got 77 seats. She said, well done, Amarinder, go and take the oath. That's how it happened. And saying all these things like total lies. Now, I'm not saying that she's saying it, she's obviously saying it against one party. She's saying it against the Congress party. But making such a statement against the polity of India, regardless of which party, whether South India, East, West, North, the fact is you are putting seeds of doubt in the minds of the people. And then those people start wondering what sort of politicians do we have on top. And that is not a thing that anyone can do. And forget about us. One is internal matters. What about externally? You are talking about Japan coming. When they hear that you have to give 500 crores to become this thing, who is going to come here to Punjab? Or anywhere in India? So I think you are doing a disservice to your country and to the polity of the country.
But the allegations, of course, are against you, against Channi, 500 crores for CM, then councillors, and
who against? She has not said it. She said it against me also.
I mean, CM-ship, because since you were the CM at that
no,
time,
how can
Chief
she?
Minister Channi,
well, I can't comment. I had left the Congress by then when Channi became, but I don't go by these things. I don't think anyone should make such comments. This is against the polity. If somebody is corrupt, then it will come automatically. It can't be hidden. It will come out in the open someday, and then you take action against the chap.
She has been suspended from planting membership.
Well, I think they should sack her. Why they suspend her? They should just get rid of her and say, out, go and join some other party. This is nonsense.
Sidhu, because now it seems that, she said Sidhu wants to become CM.
Yes, but now what a thing to say. That the first, if the Congress president announces him as chief minister face, then he will join the party. Who is she? You think that without the Sidhu couple, this Punjab can't run? I mean, you're trying to paint yourself as a sort of guardian angel of Punjab. Who are you? You are nobody. You are just, he's good at sitting in a chair and laughing in Delhi, Bombay, or wherever he goes for his thing. Go and do that. Why did he leave? He was made president. He left, saying, my wife is not well, I have to go and earn money. Then go and earn money. Go to I think he's doing 2 shows, and he's a good cricketer, let me tell you, and he does good cricket commentary, there's no doubt. I've known him since he was a child. He's a Patiala boy. His father used to be my mentor in the Congress. When my mother was DCC president, went as Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha member in 67, she made his father as DCC president, Sardar Bhagwant Singh. And Sardar Bhagwant Singh, when I joined and I said, I don't know anything, he said, you go to Bhagwant Singh. And I used to sit with Bhagwant Singh for hours, understanding the system, how the system, political system works, because I was used to a different system, army system, not this. And then, so I used to see him as a little boy, never spoke. In fact, one of his cricketing colleagues told me, captain in fact of India, he told me once, he said, Captain Sahab, what have you done to Sidhu? I said, why? He says, when he was with us, he never spoke. Now he doesn't stop speaking. So, this is his attitude, which is, it's become, I don't know what that change came about, but even what he is in cricket is due to his father. His father was a great fan of cricket. He used to get bowlers from all over the country to come and bowl to him when in the cricket nets. And I used to be playing squash in those days, so I used to go after the nets to sit with him and watch. And he was a good cricketer, good commentator, and good in what he's doing in his laughing and all that sort of thing, and just leave Punjab in peace. That's what I'm saying. And letting his wife go like this, if you think she's doing it on her own, she's not. This is obviously between the two. They've got something up their sleeve. I don't know what they have.
Do you feel that Sidhu has no role in future? He has no future in politics?
They say he does. It's not his nature. Politics is not his nature. His nature is what he's doing. Let him stick to that. This political, you've got to have what I say normally is your ears open and your mouth shut. In his case, it's the other way around. He's got a loud mouth and his ears are shut to all criticism or whatever happens all over the place.
But he has sought time from High Command on 19th, I suppose. He has to go and meet and tell why.
So I saw the newspapers are saying, I don't know whether this is going or not. Frankly speaking, if I was something to do with his political future after what they've done now, I would tell them both, thank you very much, please go. We don't need you. Go and do what you want.
Do you see Congress forming government in Punjab? Or because there has been a lot of infighting?
I know the Congress inside out. And I know there are 9 candidates. They're going to cut each other's throats before they get anywhere. It's going to be a total hodgepodge. There's nothing, I don't see them coming into Punjab. And that is why I'm saying the responsibility lies on us to do a thing with the Akali Dal, to form a stable government. If the Congress could form a stable government, let them form, but they can't form it. It's not going to form. Now let me tell you, I'm not trying to take credit or anything for it. When I took over the first government, we won 62 seats, okay? And then a couple of chaps joined us, so we became 66, 67. Second election, I got 46. Prakash Singh got 42. But the BJP joined him, and they formed a government, though mine was the single largest party. Third election, I got 77. They got, I think, 12 or 13 or 14. And now how many have they got? 16 or 17, I don't know how many they've got. You can't form governments like this. There's be total anarchy in the party once this election starts.
So you don't see Congress forming government, right? I mean,
in Punjab. I don't see it nationally either.
Because Rahul Gandhi has been working tremendously on...
Look, I must tell you something. I'm very fond of those children, both. I've seen them since they were little babies. And Mrs. Gandhi has been very kind to me. I have I've said this before. If ever Mrs. Gandhi, even today, says, Amarinder, I need your help on something, not political, otherwise I would certainly go and do what I can for her. I have no qualms about that. Because Rajiv and I were in school together. He was junior to me, but we became very good friends. And I was one of those who persuaded him to fight from Amethi. And then Amethi was made into 4 sections, and I was running one of the sections, the Fursatganj section I ran. So one has been very close to that family. As far as the children both are concerned, Rahul and I'm fond of them all. But we must understand, in this country, we don't understand, but the world understands that private lives and politics are something different. There's a film called First Among Equals. I don't know if you've seen it. It's an English film. Okay, you know. The chap became the head of the Conservative Party, then Labour Party and Liberal Party. Best of friends, but fought for their parties, and later on they were again best of friends. So friendship is one side and politics is the other side. And politics is politics. But if there's any problem as far as personal matters are concerned, I would never hesitate.
What about Punjab? Aam Aadmi Party future in Punjab?
Aam Aadmi Party's future? I don't think they have a future. I think this was a people's will to just see. You know, they've tried. Okay, हमने कांग्रेस भी देख लिया, हमने अकाली भी देख लिया, हमने ये भी देख लिया, वो भी देख लिया. इनको भी time दे दो. This is, they've had it. This is their one and only time. There's no question of their return. I don't see them even getting double figures when the time comes. You will find this party will crack up. Some will go to the Congress, some will go to the Akali, some will come to us. It'll be breaking up like before the elections. Always happens that way. Don't go by this Taran and all. These are by-elections take place. Always they go to the ruling party. Because people say, कि चलो एक साल रह गया उनसे काम तो करा लें हम. That sort of thing. But otherwise, there's no way that they can hope to form a stable government in the next government.
अगर आपको कन्विंस करना हो प्राइम मिनिस्टर, होम मिनिस्टर की there is a fair chance of BJP Akali Dal forming the government, what will you tell them, of course? Because you have said it, but what message will you want to give them?
No, I think the Prime Minister knows, Home Minister knows. There's no question of their not knowing. After all, they get a lot of input. If I could get input when I was the Chief Minister, the Home Minister of India and the Prime Minister of India get much more input from many more agencies. And they would know everything. The question now is only one. Do you want to build up your cadres or do you want to form a stable government in Punjab? And if you want to build up your cadres, then by all means, be prepared to stay out and wait for you. This business of saying we could do an understanding after the elections are over. The question is, what will you have to do an understanding with? You have to win the seats first. How do you get your seats and your strength to may have an understanding? Why would the Akali Dal, if they have 30 seats and we have 10, why would they work with us? They would naturally. So we have to get the number of seats. And for the number of seats, the moment you have an understanding, I can tell you today already the word is going around Punjab, my feedback, that ये बड़ी अच्छी बात है. अगर इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे इनकी सरकार बन जाएगी. And if that happens, if that word travels, and then a lot of people who are fence sitters jump into our bandwagon.
The final call has to be taken by the High Commander.
Obviously it says. I'm sure they will eventually ask us. But, if you ask us right on the moment, it's a different thing. I think we should have a system where we can discuss things openly together. I know it's not possible for the senior leadership in Delhi, but they should make some sort of a think tank or something which works with the state think tank and calls all of us who know the game. And then give their views, collective views can go there.
You feel that there are certain persons in BJP only Punjab who doesn't want the alliance to happen, because otherwise the major chunk or the fruit will go to Akali's.
How does it mean?
No, I mean, there are certain people who doesn't want the alliance to take place.
Why?
I'm just asking you.
No, I don't think so. I think some of the senior people's comments which I've seen is purely to strengthen their own cadres. That BJP's cadres need to strengthen their own. But then they must realize that you are looking at the cadres. I'm looking at Punjab. And if Punjab can get a stable government, then Punjab's future is assured. Both from the law and order point of view, economic point of view and all. But if the objective is to form, just strengthen your cadres, then you won't form a government. And if you don't form a government, who suffers? Punjab. And that's why I think we can't afford it. Enough is enough. Punjab has suffered enough.
If it happens, who is going to be big brother now?
I don't know. That will depend. It depends if at the time of when we get together and fight, and I'm sure these are things matters which will be looked into both by the our leadership and also the Akali leadership, and that's it.
Coming to the last leg of interview, after Operation Sindoor, how do you see Punjab? Because there is a lot of things happening on ground. We could see a lot of infiltration, like drones coming from Amritsar side.
Pakistan will never let us stabilize. It is not in their interest. And first, politically, it's not in their interest. Secondly, militarily, you know how the army runs the show, and the army is not interested. They will have no role to play in case we have peace with India. What is the role of the army then? Then chaps like Sabah Sharif or somebody will dominate. At the moment, those fellows are. You think General Munir has made himself has been made field marshal and made chief of their defense staff, whatever they're calling him, by the government. He must have prepared the paper and told Sabah Sharif, "Is pe daskat karo." This is the government of Pakistan is totally different. I have been there 3 times as a chief minister. And I've met them all. I've seen them all. I have also been against them. I was ADC to General Harbakh Singh during the 65 war. For the whole war, morning to evening, we were only in the field. We've seen how they are. And don't think that they are going to ever let India off the hook. And India has to be prepared to accept that. And I think we are doing it. What we've done in the defense services. I mean, what we learned as I was commissioned in 1963. What I learnt at the NDA and the IMA is obsolete now. Warfare has totally changed. Now you have the Sandoors of the world going, the drones taking over, and we are amending accordingly. You see these new exercises that have just taken place in Rajasthan. It is with drones, and they're reorganizing the defense services so that drones come right down to company level. And so it's a different ball game altogether now.
You feel the ceasefire timings should have been different?
Sorry?
Operation Sindoor ceasefire timings should have been different?
Timings? Yes. No, after Pahalgam, what was the option? You can't just let your people be shot just for the sake of, just like that. Who has created them? They are not being created by local people. They've been created from across the border. Balakot, wherever these incidents have taken place, people who are coming. You know, this area over the Pir Punjab, we've got a very heavy concentration of defensive forces on that area. And that's been there since 1947. And despite that, they're coming through. And so they have intentions of carrying out mischief all the time. Let them do it. We should be one above them, and let's deal with them accordingly. But it has to be done. We have to be prepared for it. So yes, people may say we are spending so much money on aircraft and tanks and modernization. Well, it has to be done. India's safety comes first.
So there are many experts who are saying that India was having edge during Operation Sindoor. And it should have gone further, and ceasefire जो है इंडिया को अपने मुताबिक करना चाहिए था, not when the Trump government has instructed.
I don't think Trump is trying to take credit for it. Look, what people say that Pakistan got the better of us. Now, what was our objective? Our objective was to hit their terrorist camps, to stop terrorism and the infiltration into India. Okay, so we picked 9 of their terrorist camps. Then, to allow free movement to hit them, we had to keep their air force on the ground. So we chose 12 air force stations to hit them. Okay, that was the objective. Aim was this, and the objectives were these. Now we did the same. We hit all their 9 camps. We hit 12 of their air force stations. And yes, when people say that we've lost some aircraft, I say you can lose another 10. Who cares? Which battle can be fought without casualties? In 65, my battalion lost its colonel, lost 2 JCOs, 37 men killed. And we had 4 officers, 4 JCOs and 102 wounded. And nobody counts those. Those are casualties. So here, aircraft are casualties, let them be casualties. But saying that Pakistan got the better of us, I don't think so.
But Punjab has to be more vigilant, more secure.
That we have to. I've been saying this since the first day. When I took over in 2002, the first drones came. You know what used to happen before that? People used to come under the wire or swim the river and bring little bits of weapon and whatever they did. Then they started having drones which are hopping the river only from one bank to the other. One pistol, some counterfeit currency, some drugs and all that sort of thing. Then it started moving to 7 kilometers in. So we started we allowed the BSF to handle up to 7 kilometers. The day I left the government, that day before, I got a report where a drone had been found 47 kilometers into India. And up to, they'll go to Calcutta. I mean, the ranges that these drones have. Look at what the Central Command of America does. It controls weaponized drones from Tampa and Florida, and they are using the drones to fire in the Middle East. Thousands of kilometers away, they are controlling the use of drones. So, you know, the whole system warfare is changing.
So lastly, of course, what is the message you want to give people of Punjab for 2027 and, of course, the High Command?
Well, Punjab, I would say, please, you've tried everyone. You've tried Bhagwant Mann. You've seen what the situation has been. Choose a party you think that can give you stability, could industrial growth, could control terrorism, gangsterism, control Pakistan. And we are a border state. We have got a long border right from Pathankot right down to Fazilka and beyond. And we need to have a stable government for that. And as far as the government is concerned, I would say the same, that you have to think of a stability in Punjab. And you form a stable government and let India be secure and Punjab on top of it. Naturally, Punjab is secure, India is secure.